Well, welcome back to my studio. One of my little kitties just knocked a bunch of stuff down on the tabouret next to the easel, but Sissy was, I guess, wanted to be in the video. Anyway, today I'm working on painting hummingbirds and crossvine. We had that really cold weather here in Texas, and now my crossvine, it did just fine. I mean, it goes dormant in the winter, and now it's coming out and it's covered with blossoms. And the hummingbirds love it, so I thought, what a fun painting. Long vertical format, and I've showed you my sketch. I have my reference pictures. Here's the crossvine, and then the hummingbirds are over here, pictures that we've taken over the years. And so now I'm going to be sketching this up with a mixture of my mud, which is 2 parts ultramarine blue, plus 1 part of alizarin crimson. And I mix that with liquid. So let me show you a picture of that. Okay, the mixtures, you can see I had my liquid at the top was on the left, and then my basic mixture of my mud was, those two were at the very top, and then the 2 mixes at the bottom were the mud plus the liquid. I have one mixture that's a little thinner than the other, and then I just dip my brush in that and start drawing this up. And again, I have my sketch that I can refer to. I always make a basic plan, and so that just gives me a guide to do. So the flowers are coming down here, and then we're going to have a hummingbird in here. And this is going to be, I'm just going to kind of just block his basic shape in here. I'm getting too close. I think I'm more close to the edge of the canvas there. So I can just use some thinner or tissue dipped in my thinner, and I can just wipe that off. I prime my canvases with they're already primed when I get them, but then I put an extra coat of white acrylic. I use the Liquitex Basics acrylic, the titanium white, and then I just put a thin coat of that on there. So that gives me just a little bit slicker finish, and that allows me then to erase. Just again, I just want his basic shape. This wing's probably going a little bit further. Let me just get his basic shape in there. That just kind of shows me where I want to put my flowers. Then I'm going to have this vine here. I want it to break out to going to be a second vine coming through. Love the vininess, the little tendrils and stuff, and there'll be bunches of them down here. Then we're going to have, I think this may be, yeah, he needs to be a little bit smaller. There we go. That's kind of, I like that. I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush and just kind of block in his basic shape. And again, this is using the thinner mixture of my liquid, and I can just block in his basic shape. Just very lightly. I'll come back and refine this, but yeah, this is going to be a better size. I don't want him too big. So it's using this one right up here. Yeah, that's better. He was just too big. That's the joy of working with this technique of just washing it on, because if I need to, then I can just come back with a clean brush, dip it in thinner, and lift a little of that color off. Give him a little more definition here, and then his beak. Particularly like this picture, I took it, we were at church where with COVID and everything in place, we offer outdoor services in the parking lot. So one morning we were serving, and a hummingbird came flittering around last summer, and so I got some pictures of him. And I love the shadow of his beak going down on his chest. So that's going to be really pretty here. Light's coming in from the upper left. So there's one of them, and then I'm going to have The other two are going to be down here. And so I want to get them in. This one's going to be over closer to the canvas edge. His head's kind of reared back. Again, I'm just using the much thinner mix of the liquid plus the butter. This is a bright brush. It's got a square tip, and you can see how I can use the broad side to make this, or I can use the thinner side, turn it sideways and make his beak. There we go there. I've got this, I need to shape his head a little bit more. And then I have another one down here, and he's actually poking into a blossom. This is another one I took that Sunday morning at church. We see more of his back. And his little body. Wings down here. Feather his wings out. Again, this is not anything real super detailed, or I just want to get the basic shapes. So that way then I know the placement of my flowers, where my birds are the basic anchors of the design, and so then I can just work the flowers around them. So then we come, these flowers here are breaking out, and I just let some of them come. I'm just basically indicating where things are going right now. I don't want to get real detailed, and there's going to be leaves in here. These are just, it's like a road map. It gives me a basic design of where I want to go with the painting. Now I have a blossom here because he's getting nectar out of this blossom. There'll be some other blossoms around that. So that's how I get started with this drawing, from a fresh white canvas to then adding in my elements and getting started. Love his little feet. I thank you for following along today. Please visit my blog where you'll see the complete step-by-step process of this painting, as well as others that I do. But the link for this painting is in the description below, and you can just go to that, click on that, and follow the complete painting. Also, you can subscribe to my blog as well as my YouTube videos. So I just thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy painting, and I hope you'll come back.